Welcome back, fellow gamers. This is Playing Games with Flash. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, please. Thank you. So, what I want to be talking about today is some Game Pass stuff, some upcoming games, some recent games, whatever the case may be. So, I want to dive into the values of Game Pass. So if you've seen me before, if you follow me before, if you see me on maybe the Flash and Dash podcast, if you see me on Sports Gaming Anonymous podcast, you've heard me at some point talk about the values of Game Pass. I'll scream it from the mountaintops that Game Pass is the best streaming service value out there, period. Like, that's the best bang for your buck you could possibly get. Better than Netflix, better than Hulu, better than Disney, all of that, right? It just, like, what you get with Game Pass Ultimate for $14.99 a month is just unmatched. Because you're getting AAA titles, you're getting indie titles, all with including your subscription, getting access to everything that's on EA Play. You're getting the early access. And I'll get back to that in a minute. You're getting access to your Xbox Live Gold, just everything. Okay, a lot of stuff. So it's pays for itself in spades, because you look, heck, you got Game Pass Ultimate, you got Game Pass. You don't have to come out of pocket for anything extra. You're getting Forza 5 in November. Day one download. You're getting Halo Infinite in December, day one download, right? Whatever and whenever Bethesda releases their games going forward under the Microsoft branch, you're getting those games day one download, right? All included for $14.99. So think about that. Think about the fact that you would buy a game such as a Forza or a Halo Infinite, right? You definitely got to get that. You got an Xbox, you play shooters, you're getting Halo, right? December. That's a $60 game, right? Talking about a $60 purchase. So for that $60, think about this. $14.99, right? So $15. 1 month, 2 months is 30, 3 months is 45, 4 months. So for 4 months worth of Game Pass, that would only net you access to one game. One $60 game, which would be included in your Game Pass Ultimate subscription. So if you have an Xbox, you're almost doing yourself a disservice by not having Game Pass in any capacity. You should have Game Pass Ultimate, no question. Because if you want access to your Xbox Live, it's just included in Xbox Live Gold in Game Pass Ultimate. So there's no reason not to have it. Because if you're paying for Xbox Live separately, you're throwing money away. Because I don't know what the monthly breakdown for that is. I know it's changed over time. But you're getting all that included in Game Pass Ultimate for $15 a month. So get Game Pass Ultimate. If you have an Xbox, it just makes sense. There's no reason not to have it. Especially if you have a digital Xbox. Then you're really throwing money away, right? So, that being said, let's move into that value. I want to talk about some games recently that hit Game Pass. Some expected, some unexpected. Some of the notable titles: Marvel's Avengers. Is Marvel's Avengers worth playing for free because it's included in your subscription? Yeah, sure. Give it a shot. Check it out. You might like it. If you paid $60 for this game and threw some money into it after the fact, you're probably a little upset about that. Because, it is littered with microtransactions. Every little thing, every little skin, every little this and that, the game could have been great, but it turned out to be, It's okay, the gameplay is alright, but there's so much more to be desired from a game like that A game, all we want out of a game like that is what you get with Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Just give me that. Except with those better graphics and cinematic events and good story and RPG element, those same RPG elements that Ultimate Alliance has, right? Just give me a more powerful version, powerful meaning obviously better graphics and such, of Ultimate Alliance. That's all we want in that game. Throw all those See, again, these developers aren't paying attention. When you litter your game with microtransactions, gamers aren't having that. So, and Marvel's Avengers paid the price. Okay? People went out and bought it. It got dragged. And then that second wave of people didn't buy it. Now you can pick that game up for like $20. So some more games that hit Game Pass that are probably a little bit more worth your time and effort. Notably, most recently we got a game like Origami Too, right? Again, free of charge. If you played Origami 1, you know what you're expecting here. If you haven't played either of those games, let me fill you in. It's very much like, it's a ninja, samurai-ish, more ninja, right? Kind of stealth, action-ish game. If you ever played the Tenchu games back on in the PlayStation days, the early PlayStation days, you know exactly what you're getting with these games. Very similar, very hide in the shadows, kill people quietly or don't kill people quietly based on how you want to approach it. It's very carbon copy of those type of games, which is fine. If you like that style of game, bam, go ahead and get that, download that. It's a good game. Some more games that hit Game Pass. Scarlet Nexus, which kind of, I guess, was more unexpected. Not sure if we were expecting that to hit Game Pass or this soon. I don't know. If you like games that are similar to Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, Scarlet Nexus is right up your alley. Okay, that kind of stylish, over-the-top action, close-up, and with some range attacks mixed in. Bam. Good game, solid. I would say I didn't play it. Most of these games, I'm gonna outright tell you, I didn't play a lot of these games. Okay, some of me, I don't have a lot of time to really dive into a variety of games. I have time to try them out and give my opinion based on a limited amount of playtime, whether it be an hour or 2 hours or 45 minutes. Whatever the case may be, just to give it a feel for the game. That's really all I have time for with a lot of these games. You know, I'm a spouse, I'm a dad. I don't have time for a lot, so I gotta pick and choose, right? So if you like that style of game, Scarlet Nexus is for you. So, some more games. Astria Ascending, it's an RPG, turn-based. The art style is very unique, very colorful. It throws a lot of characters at you like right out of the beginning, which doesn't work for me. I don't like too much. I need a few characters I can focus on, not like 9 immediately. Okay, so they have the different classes and the different, you know what you're getting with these RPGs. We've done this 1,000 times before. It's turn-based, you know what you're getting. So if you want if you want to dive into a good turn-based RPG right now, Astria Ascending is for you. Go ahead, download it, check that out. What else did you get recently? What is it? A1 the Somnium Files. This one I didn't spend a lot of time playing because I don't think I'm gonna like it. It has a very, I guess, mechanic where it seems very point and click, where you have to figure out murder, detective clues, this type of game. If you like that type of game, go ahead and Game Pass is hitting you with so many games that whatever your style of play is, they got something for you. Lemnis Gate, right? Shooter, first-person shooter. You got different characters with different styles, abilities. You know, your long range, your rocket launcher guy, shotgun, twin SMGs. Different abilities that aren't abilities that are on a timer. Like the main character, was it Captain, has, kind of a standard assault rifle type of gun, and her ability is grenades. And you throw a grenade, and it respawns, you know, on the timer, however long it is, 10 seconds, whatever the case may be. You can throw more grenades, right? So it's kind of interesting, kind of dope. I pretty much went through the tutorial just to get a feel for it, but if you want an FPS that's a little bit different, that's got a, you know, kind of different style about it, you could check that out. What else? Oh, Mighty Goose. If you like side-scrolling shoot 'em ups like Metal Slug, this game is a clone of Metal Slug. It's almost like Metal Slug Light. It has the same shooting mechanics. It has vehicles. It has a partner system also, where you can unlock different partners, and they just follow you and they do different things to help in battle, whether it be shooting or attacking enemies or assisting you directly. So there's one character who's like the weapons guy, where when you have a machine gun that has limited ammo, because your main gun is unlimited, right? So one of your pickups, the machine gun, he replenishes you with ammo once it starts to get low. So he replenishes your machine gun ammo, and you can just kind of keep it rolling, which is very different, very unique. Kind of, you know, a little bit of a tweak on that Metal Slug system, but it's not as hard as Metal Slug. So if you're looking for that type of game, maybe Metal Slug, you like the gameplay, but it's too hard, right? This game is right up your alley. Okay, the story elements are kind of funny. I went through a couple of levels. It's not hard. It's kind of just side-scrolling, shoot 'em up fun with a goose. Okay, so it's very interesting. It's very different. Another game I tried out that hit Game Pass recently, Unsighted. This is kind of a top-down face-on 2D sprite. But the art style is very good, not just kind of unrecognizable sprite things, but very good, where you can, it's combo combat, if you will, with different abilities. The story seems like it's very cool. Again, I only played like a level or two, but that game I very much like. I'm going to go back to playing that. So if you want to play that type of game, kind of a, you know, 2D dungeon crawl-esque type of game, right, with a pretty decent story and very cool kind of graphics, check out Unsighted. I think you'll enjoy that. And there's this one game. Okay, I saved this one game in particular for last, as far as what I was talking about here. Dandy Ace. Now, for those of you that are roguelike or roguelite heads, like myself, I very much, Slay the Spire has forever changed me to what I enjoy. All right, I had this new awakening after playing Slay the Spire, and this game is right up that alley. Okay, it's a magician, but the story is fine. It's cool, neither here nor there. But it's the gameplay, man. The gameplay is that roguelike. You go through a run, you die, you start back at a certain point, you switch out different cards, right? Because he's a magician, so it's cards, and you have an X ability, a Y ability, a B button ability. Of course, we're talking about Xbox controller buttons. It's very cool. If you've played any roguelike that is very much like Hades or Curse of the Dead Gods, or that style where it's top-down, isometric, combat-based roguelike, you know what this is, and I promise you're gonna like it. So go to Game Pass, check out Dandy Ace. I promise you it's worth your time. It's worth the download. So shifting off from Game Pass, I know that was a lot, but I just want to touch on a couple of games kind of coming up or that's hit already, to keep an eye out for. Nickelodeon, that All-Star Brawl, looking like it's going to be pretty good. At time of this recording, it's already come out, okay? People are talking about it. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's in that Smash Brothers style of game, okay? That party fighting game style, okay? Looks very cool. The starting roster is definitely a mixed bag of awesomeness. Okay, for me, you got the like Ninja Turtles there. That's my number one favorite property of all time, period. So I'm there for the Ninja Turtles, right? If nothing else, I'm there for that. I don't love this style of game just because, in my opinion, I'm a fighting game purist. These type of games that people call them fighting games, for me, kind of a slap in the face to a fighting game purist. Are they fighting games? Technically, yes. But again, they're party fighting games, which is fine. It's okay, right? It's like Mario Party, except fighting, okay? All of the time. So you know what you're getting with that. The conversations about it seem to be very good. The developers seem to be much more in tune with listening to the community. And they've taken some shots at the Smash Brothers developers, which is kind of funny. But we'll see how this game plays out and how people receive it going forward. And I want to close things out with Metroid Dread, which is coming out in a couple games at the time of this recording. And it is getting 9s, 10s, 8s across the board. Mostly 9s, like 9.5. If I had to average what I'm seeing right now, I would say I'm seeing like a 9 on average. I'm seeing 9.5, I'm seeing 10s, seeing 8s, 8.5s. This game is looking like game of the year for Nintendo. You know, so Metroid looks to be like it's back. Metroid Dread. If you have a Switch, I'll say this: if you like these type of games, okay, which have been deemed Metroidvanias, which is that Metroid style, that Castlevania style of side-scrolling 2D, exploring a map and acquiring different upgrades, this is going to be a game for you, point blank. If you have a Switch and you like that style of game, also like games like what else? What's the one that was out and then it got a sequel? Axiom Verge. Okay, if you played some of those newer ones, Axiom Verge, Curse of the Bloodstain, this is that style of game. So if you're kind of newer, you're more new school, you're younger, you don't really know or remember a lot about Metroid, it's like those type of games. This is a game for you. This is a must-buy game, period. If you don't like this style of game, it might not be a must-buy. I would say definitely at least try it out. If you know somebody that has a Switch that's definitely buying this, try it out on theirs. Maybe it might change your mind, maybe it might not. But it's Metroid and looks like Metroid's back, baby. So, and apparently it's punishingly difficult. So, we'll see how true that really is once some more people get the game in their hands. Maybe some more casual gamers give it a shot. We'll see. But Metroid Dread, it's looking like not just Game of the Year for Nintendo, but apparently looks to be a contender for Game of the Year, period. All right, so we'll see how things hash out, right? So that's it. Thank you. This is Playing Games with Flash. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. Like, subscribe. I got a video up on this particular direction of the channel, so check that out. And that's it. Share this with your friends, anybody you think that might enjoy this type of content. And I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all next time.